All right, Chris, we're going to get started here on your first video. I'm going to bring you back to your setup point here. So, again, your your stance looks a little bit strained. I would note that you have your elbow um, pointing up quite a bit. It takes a lot of extra energy to hold the bat in this position, and your weight is focused completely on the back leg. Um, and you're kind of stemmed out on this side. So you could from a style perspective kind of square this up a little bit, relax your arms and hands just a little bit, so you're not putting any additional pressure on yourself in the box. I'm gonna bring you forward here just a little bit in this initial sequence, and as you get to the point where you load back and you start to move forward, I would note that right here you can see that this particular angle on the arms, on your elbows, is going to be very difficult to compensate for. It's caused you to wrap the bat a little bit, and your leg is in a stemmed position, unlike what we discussed during the training, which was to move your weight up to the front side, um, um, up on that front leg. So from here, you move forward, but I want to make a note of how far your hands drop. See how your hands are dropping down? I'm going to run it back and forth here a few times so you can see just just how far those hands drop. So let's see what that means to the plane of the pitch. So if we have a plane of the pitch and it's coming in at an angle about like this, right? That dropping of the hands is, as it gets closer, you can see right here your weight is still on the back side, so you're predominantly stemmed out and in a tilted position like this, and those hands are going to continue to drop to the plane, and that's going to cause your bat to go underneath the plane of the pitch pretty dramatically. In this particular case, about like this. So in this area here in the middle, where this triangle is formed, below the plane of the pitch, you don't have a possibility of hitting the ball. All right, so this is something that I think in later swings we're going to see you correct a little bit better, uh, and hopefully that won't be happening. The final thing I would note is the cause and effect of this is to see this downward power V like this, right? So, which is going to cause all sorts of problems with making consistent contact. I'm not saying you can't make contact like this. It's just going to make for a more difficult time making consistent contact as pitchers get bigger and better. So let's pause this for a moment and put up your next shot so that we can see what your. I'm going to move this photo over to here, this video, and then this side I'm going to put this video. All right. So run this back to the beginning. All right. So in this particular video, if I put them both back to the beginning, this was the right side of the screen here is the right side of the video is your third or fourth swing on film. So you can see in this one that you have you're relaxed, your elbow's still up, but I want to make note of the fact that when you make your move here, I want you to look at the difference in your weight in the one position. So I'm just going to make a couple of lines on here. You have your front heel, when your front heel landed, right, in this second video, I want to make note of the fact that your knee comes in, you've got your back heel is up, and this knee is starting to drive toward the pitcher a lot better. You're also doing a much better job in this second video on pitch plane of getting your hands flat fast. So as I've said in the past, you could see how much better your front elbow worked up and your back elbow worked down, which didn't allow your hands to drop toward this plane of the pitch. Your hands stayed nice and high up in this area. And you allowed the barrel of the bat to release down closer to the ball. So you can see here how you move through this ball much better, and your power V is extended extended up and out so that these balls are hit like line drives. If I were to compare that to this, again, you can really start to see the difference in that hand drop, right? And the way your bat loops underneath, as opposed to what you did over here, which was to, I'm just going to run it back and forth so you can see it on the side. How much flatter and faster your hands got through the zone. Bat got flat quick, you got right on top of it and you drove it right through. Much, much better swing. If I put these two together and I sync them up so you can see what they look like if they run side by side, you can really get a feel for what that looks like. See how much flatter your bat is in the second swing. You work your elbow up better, you move your weight forward better, much better. So in this particular case, I would recommend that you continue to work on the one position, moving your weight forward, getting your weight forward in your back heel and getting your weight forward up on the front leg. As soon as your front heel drops, so when you make your stride forward, Chris, and your toe touches in this second film, let me unsync it here. When you move forward and your front toe touches the ground, at that point, your heel can drop immediately. Okay, watch your front heel. See how it's kind of staying up a little bit? Just as soon as that toe hits, drop that heel and raise the back heel immediately. Bang! Just as quick as you can. You slide to the front side, and you're vertically stacked here, right over the top, in a nice side. It's good. But you could even be a little bit more. You could push up on that front side just a little bit more. If you got your heel down a little sooner in the front, you'd move right up. All right, so let's take a look and compare another hitter. I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna use Alex Rodriguez. And since you're a lefty, what I'll do is I'll just flip him around. So hold on just a minute. There we go. So here's A-Rod. I want you to kind of take a look at the similarities between you and Alex Rodriguez in this particular setup. So I'm going to bring Alex back to you back to where you're at your starting point, and we'll bring Alex back to his starting point, which is right here. All right, not too different. His elbow's up, your elbow's up in the back. All right, again, it's a style point. It can be up or down as long as it doesn't cause bad habits. You're focused out, he's focused out. His weight is probably 70-30 on the back leg, and so is yours. So if I bring you both forward to the launch position, I went a little too far. All right, so I'm going to bring Alex up to right. Let me back him up just a little bit. Right to front heel plant. So there's his heel plant right there, and I want you to make note of the fact when his back heel comes up, he is vertically stacked right here, and his front elbow's working up, his back elbow's working down, and he's getting this bat flat. All right, I'm going to come over here on your side, take the sync off. Okay, and I'm going to bring you up to the same point. Okay, so you're coming around here to the same point, Chris, right here. And I want you to look at the similarity. Your back knee is driving toward the pitcher, just like his. You're vertically stacked, and your front elbow's working up, your back elbow's working down, and that barrel of the bat is getting flat, just like A-Rod. So if I take you out to impact, right there, and I take A-Rod out to impact, you'll see that you both look almost identical, right? Almost identical. I could draw the same spot right here on him, and you guys look very, very similar. Power Bs look very similar. This elbow right here is working away from the body. He's getting a lot of top hand push, and you're getting a lot of top hand push right there. Very good to extend that elbow out away from the body. So as you can see, your swing has improved quite a bit. It's flatter, it's quicker. You're inside the ball, your hips are leading. I would just recommend you keep working on getting out to a good one position with that front knee flexed and the back heel up with the knee going to the pitcher, and continue to drive forward and make that top hand drive to the ball. Get their hands flat as fast as possible. Get the front elbow up, back elbow down, and get flat through the zone. And square the ball up. Other than that, I think you did a great job on this. You improved dramatically, and balls jumped off the bat pretty well for you. And if you have any questions after this, Chris, you or your family can reach me at info@thehittingconnection.com. Good luck in moving forward with baseball. I think you're going to be a huge success.